Hi all, hang on, let me get myself set up here so I can see who's joining me when you join me. Let's see here, there I am. Okay, hi, my name is Wendy Keys Turnbull and I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, which I absolutely love. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I have a sample made, but the two cards I'm going to make are not the same as the sample. It's the same style, but I'm going to use different paper, different stamps, and so on. So I have just cut my papers and things, but I haven't done anything else as far as prep work. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down to my desktop, even though, oh, somebody's on. Hi there. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down to my desktop and get started with some ideas and thoughts. So I forgot to flip it. Sorry, there we go. Okay, get this out a little further. There we go. Unfortunately, it's at an angle. There's nothing I can do about it. It's my stand. It would be so perfect if it was up like this, but I can't make it stay up like that. So, all right. So the first things first, host code for another week and a half, B27KNERK, and it's https://WendyKeysTurnbull.stampinup.net. So if you want to order from me, that's where you'll go about ordering from me. Okay, and also I just want to give you a little information about my monthly workshops. If you're in the Finger Lakes region of New York State or anywhere in Western New York State, I hold a monthly workshop. It's coming up on March 12th, 13th, and 14th. So this is the information about that. They're one weekend every month. You can choose to come Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. It's $20 to make 4 cards in either a special project or learning a technique. The workshops are free for anybody purchasing $25 or more from any current catalog. And if you are signed up to be a demonstrator under me, the workshops are only $10. I do have to-go kits available. So for the same fee plus shipping, you can get your to-go kit anywhere. I don't mind shipping overseas or anything. So, and each attendee or to-go kit purchaser is entered into a monthly raffle for some small or large Stampin' Up! product. And I will also mail that out at my own expense if you win. You can sign up for the workshops anytime a week before the workshop is due to occur. So, okay, and any questions, you can contact me at wendy612@frontiernet.net. And I have this Facebook page that you're watching me on. You can always contact me through that also. Okay, so today we are going to be making this card. It's a teepee card. I call it a triangular funfold, but it's a teepee card. And the woman, this is from Erin Reed. I cased it from Erin Reed, and she suggested using Velcro back here. This is the inside of the card. I don't have any Velcro, so I simply cut a slit here, made a tab over there, and tucked them in to make my teepee. Of course, it's easier said than done when you're on camera. There we go. Okay, so there's the teepee. Ta-da! Okay, so we're going to make 2. The first one is going to be another masculine card, but it's going to be like a thank you card. And for this card, I am using Early Espresso Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper, 2 different kinds, 2 different designs, very vanilla and mossy meadow cardstock, and the Wildlife Wonders stamp set. I love this stamp set. So great for masculine cards. Layering circles will be used for both. These are my layering circles. This is my new craft station. It's a glass pad. Just got it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Put this way up here. You guys can see a lot more. Let me zoom in a bit here. Let's see here. All right, just let me know if I get out of camera with my hands or if it's too zoomed in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the 3 squares that are the card base, and in this case they are the early espresso. And we're going to take our trimmer. I do need to get, there we go. We're going to use the scoring tool though, so I'm going to put the darker blade, the actual cutting blade, up there so I don't accidentally use it. See if you're not gonna be able to see on that end, so I'm going to put it up on this end. I'm going to line up the points, one in the groove there and one in the groove here, and then I'm going to simply score that. And I'm going to do that with the other 2 as well. Make sure that you say hi to me so I know that you're here and you get entered into the drawing for some little trinket to be mailed to you or hand delivered if you're local. All right, I'm going to do that for all 3 of them. And it's easiest if you can line it up right in here because you can push it against the edges there. And there we go. All right, set that aside for a few minutes. Okay, so we're going to fold these. We're going to burnish them to make sure they're nice, sharp edges, nice, crisp folds. Okay. Oops, that one did not want to fold on the fold. There we go. Hi, Lisa. Are you coming on the 12th, 13th, or 14th, Lisa? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2 of them. And we're going to put them up here so the sides line up and the points match at the top. And we're going to put this one in here this way. So I am going to glue up this. Excellent. Okay, good. I assume that Barb will come with you, and Shiny's bringing 2 friends, which will be a lot of fun. All right, so I'm just going to put some glue, and not down there, although I will be putting glue down there later, so it's not really that big of a deal if I get glue down in here because I'll be adding paper to that. So, all right. And I'm going to line my things back up there. I'm going to do one side at a time just to make sure I get them lined up. Okay. And then we'll add the other side. All right. And there we have the makings of our TP. Ta-da! Okay, so the next step is to take, well, let's go ahead and make the decoration for the front, and then we'll work more on the base. So I'm going to take, this is going to, I'm going to cut these first so that I know where to stamp. So this is going to be my mat, and this is going to be the sentiment card. So I'll get this out. I could be using my little one. It's over there. The little mini cut and emboss machine is on sale this month. 20% off. It goes from $60 or $60 some dollars to $48. And there are also a dozen bundles, stamp bundles that will work in the mini that are on sale also. So be sure to check that out. I posted that here earlier. Okay. Just going to cut both of these so I know exactly where to stamp on my solid circle. I will need this again, but let me just get it out of the way here. Okay. All right. Okay, so, whoops. Nice thing about a glass mat is you can clean all of that off very easily with a baby wipe. Okay, I'm going to use Early Espresso ink. I'm going to stamp the wolf from the Wildlife Wonder stamp set. Let's see, I'm going to put it down here. There we go. Oh, I think it'll be fun with her friends. I think it should be a blast. They're coming on Sunday. Is that when you're coming too, Lisa? want to put a note of thanks. And I will use, Mossy Meadow for this. I'll put that right over here. Oh boy, does my Mossy Meadow need to be re-inked? I don't dare. I'm just going to color that in with a marker when I'm all done. I don't dare try to redo that when it's not a see-through stamp. Okay, excellent. And I'm assuming Barb will be coming then too. We'll see if we can get Chris and Bonnie here then too. So who else is on? Oh, they left. Okay, that's all right. And Lisa, don't feel like you have to stay. A lot of people catch the replays, but I like it that you're here. So, oh, good. I'm glad that you're excited about it too. So, okay. So there's what we're going to do for that. We'll put some bling on it later. Okay, next step. We're going to cut. This is going to be the inside of our card. So we're going to go ahead and cut that where we scored the other ones. We're going to cut these. And while I'm at it, I think I'll probably cut, oh, that's not what I need. Silly me. I think I'll cut all the other ones too, since I have to. Okay, so same thing we did before, just line up the points in the cutting trough there, cutting valley. And I'm gonna go ahead and do all of these as well at the same time. I can do 2 at a time, because these all need to be cut too. Okay. There we go. We only need 3 of these, so I'm going to toss one to the side. And we only need 3 of these as well. Since it's a triangle, it only has 3 sides. So toss that aside, and same with these little ones. Oh, and you'll see that the designer series paper that I'm using both sides of one design. That got a little confusing to me for a minute there. Okay, make sure I got the right sizes. Okay, and again, I only need 3. And there we go. The Grassy Grove Suite. I just ordered it yesterday, actually, and I got it. Yeah, you can only get, right now, you can only get the bundle. You can only get bundles of the things that are on sale. And I think Grassy Grove might, no, maybe it's not one of them. No, you should be able to get those individually. That doesn't make any sense. Huh. Okay, so I'm going to put these 2 in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to center them in the triangles that are on here. I'm going to line them right up in the center, because the only reason I cut them is so I can get the card to open and close. So I think I will use my tape runner for this. Oops. Oh, that was messy. Okay, I am really rather messy with the tape runner, and then I just fold any of the extra edges over. Okay. Lisa, remind me, and I will look and see what I find. I do think I saw that they were low in inventory on the Grassy Grove. I was relieved that I bought it yesterday, but... Hi, Barb! So, Barb, I'm guessing you're coming to Sunday, the 13th? And I was just telling Lisa that Shiny's bringing 2 friends with her. It should be a lot of fun. I love Shiny. She's so much fun. Okay, so there's the inside. And I am going to stamp words on the inside for all the great things you do, because the outside says a note of thanks. So, see how it stamps on the... not too bad, and I pushed a little hard, obviously. We got the little shadow there. That's okay. Oh, you wanted the whole suite. Oh, I will check on that. I will look when we're done here. I'll check on that. Let me just make myself a note on that. Check. Grassy Grove Sweet. I'm guessing one item is out of stock, and so they had to take it off Sweet, I'll bet. Okay, so the next step is to decorate the outside. This is going to cross over this, so we're only going to decorate these three. Okay, so first things first. You know what? This would be easier with glue. Let me just use the glue. Let me make sure. I can't remember which way I wanted to do this. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted. Yep. Okay. Okay. You're welcome. I look up every once in a while and see your message, so. I wanted to do these on Zoom, but I even bought, like Barb did, I even bought the business Zoom so I could have extended time on it, but then I just couldn't make it work. It just, everything was echoey and messed up, and I couldn't keep track of it, so I gave up. All right, this one, the trees are going to be upside down, but it's not going to matter because you can't really tell they're trees, and it's going to be covered, so. All right. So we'll put this one on here, like so. Okay, and then we're going to add the wood grain. No, let's do it. Oh, it doesn't matter. They're going to be sideways wood grain. Probably one will be up and down and the rest will be sideways or vice versa. Oh, I could have put it over there. Oh well. See if I can make them all go sideways. There we go. Now what I can do is, because I have 2 left, if you remember I said we only needed 3 instead of 4. Nope, it's not going to matter, but that's okay because it's not going to be on the same side at the same time. So, okay. This goes here. Oh, yes, I could have done it. I'm gonna. This one can get thrown away. No, it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, well. Put that on the glue that's already there. Okay. All right, so next step is to do these little ones down here. Let's make sure this is a littler one than that. Nope, those are the same size. There we go. And 2. And I'm not sure I need a 3rd. I will for over there when I'm all done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do it this way this time. Darn that work, Barb. Guess you'll have to retire so you can craft all day like me. I wish. Okay, and 2. And there's a little glue showing, but that's okay. All right. So there's that. Now we need to make our notch and our slit. So I'm going to put a notch. I should use my sticky scissors. Save my good scissors. All right, so I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to put a knot here, about a 1/4 inch in on each end. I'm going to taper it a little bit, especially since I cut that at an angle out. Okay. Then I'm going to lie it across. I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to mark here and here. Okay. Now I have my marks here. I'm going to go ahead and cut a slit. I could do this on my trimmer because I have the marks, but I've got a pen thingy right here, so straight across from one mark to the other, and I'm going to go right next to it and do another one because that's going to make it a little bit easier, a little bit neater of a slit. Okay. Well, tell Monty I said he needs to work more often. Time to go. Time to get to work. Okay. So now this slit, and I'm going to bend this, and I'm going to cut the brown, the early espresso off, so that there's not 3 layers trying to go through there. Okay. I'm going to move this over here. Uh-oh. And that's not going to work because I didn't go in far enough. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to find a piece of Velcro to put on there. I could make another slip, but I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to find a piece of Velcro, which is what Erin Reed, who I cased this from, she used Velcro, and you Velcro here and one side on each side, and they just stick together. And then let's decorate. We're going to decorate this piece right here. So, okay. So I already stamped it. I am going to put a couple of these brushed metal adhesive backed dots on. If I can find where they open. There it is. Okay, and this is exactly the ones I wanted to use. How about that? Because they have kind of a greenish tinge to them, I think. Okay, let's see. We'll put one here and a smaller one here. And I'm of the belief that you should do uneven numbers, odd numbers. So I'm going to put, no, I don't want it way up there. I'll put it here. Okay. And then I'm simply going to use dimensionals to add this on. Let's make sure it's up and down. There we go. I'm just going to use 3 down the middle. Good enough. And I saw somebody do this, which I thought was so neat. And then you don't have the little pieces all over the place. Okay. And I have to set this up. I'm going to put it right here. All right. So there's our finished masculine thank you card, except for the fact that I need to get a fastener to put on here. So, you know what? I should be using my other scissors for this. Oh well. For now, until I rip it, I'm going to do it this way. It's not easy to get it started, but once you've got it started, it goes in easier each time. All right, I'm just going to put a piece of tape on it right now. How's that? There we go. So there's, Barb, I don't know if you saw the sample. So this is the sample. And this time my tab worked. I haven't stamped anything on the inside of it yet, but I just wanted to show you because I think you came in late. I know you're going to watch it again, but okay. Now I want to make a kid's card like that. So we're going to use, let me just move these out of the way. That's easy. For this one, even though it's Hey Birthday Chick, So it's more for women. It's going to be for a child when I am done with it. And I decided to use some brighter colors. I've already done my cutting and most of that because I didn't want to keep you guys here watching me cut. The only thing I'll have to do is cut out my chicken with the balloon and color some things a little bit. Now, like I said, this is the first time that I've done my Facebook Live that I have not prepped a sample for each of the cards that I'm making. So I prepped the first sample, the red and black and white one, and then I decided what other ones I wanted to do and just wanted to do it on screen. So here we go. All right. These are my pieces. Get that out of the way. Okay. So here's my my card base, 3. So I'm using Just Jade, Calypso Coral, Bumblebee, and I'm using, oh, and of course, Memento. And I am using Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper. I'm going to use this side. All right. So first thing we're going to do is build our base. So we're going to score. Fold and score and fold and score. Hey, if you're watching, just say hi in the comments so I know you're here and I can put your name in for the raffle and you can win some little Stampin' Up! Trinket of some sort. Okay, so then again, we're going to line them up like this. And the third one is going to go like this in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the back of these. I'm going to go right across here. It's about where it goes, I think. Okay. And I'm going to do one side at a time. So this side first, slide it right up so the peaks meet. All right, and then we'll switch it over to this side and do the same thing. Set it right up to where the peaks meet. There we go. Okay. All right, let me just wipe that off real quick. Baby wipe. Oh, a lot of baby wipe. So I don't get glue all over everything. I was saying this is my new work board. It's glass. I got it from, I don't remember the name of the place, something studio. If you're interested, just let me know in the comments and I'll look it up for you. Tell you what it is. They have all different sizes. So, okay. So instead of doing the decoration first, we're going to go ahead and complete the base. So I only need 3 of these. So I have the 4th one here. All right, but I won't use it. It's just so much quicker to use glue than to use a tape runner. I use both, but I find myself grabbing the Tombow glue more and more. This way. This one goes here. Hi, Bev. We really need to see each other. It's been a while. Oh, thanks, Lisa. And here. Okay, so there's those 3. Now we're going to go ahead and put our fancy paper on. Let's see. Looks like that one goes here. Okay, and I could do it that way. I thought I'd just add a little extra color in with the Night of Navy in this. This is, as I said, Sweet Symmetry paper. we go. And really should get it closer to the edges so it doesn't peel up, but that's all right. It's just a sample that somebody's going to get in the mail. Okay, and the third spot. There we go. Here. Looks like this one I didn't, the Calypso Coral I didn't get on very evenly. It's right up against the edge there. Oh well. It's a Wendy original. I have to say that every single week. All right. Next, we're going to decorate these two little corners. Oh, I almost forgot too. I need to do this last corner over here. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to do that really quickly so that that is done. This on here. I always have to forget something. Okay, so then we tape that, and this goes on like so. There we go. Okay, so now that one's all done, other than I gotta get Velcro for the opening. Okay, next, 1 and 2 and 3. We can get rid of these. You have a glass one that you never used? Oh, you haven't used yet. Yep, I just put this up here last night, so I haven't worked on it a lot yet. But I was online at a card making summit last weekend, not this past weekend, but the weekend before. And they were offering discounts to people if they bought during the summit. And I thought, why not give it a try and see how it works. And I kind of like it, even because it's nice and smooth. You can stamp on it even with the clear stamps, and they stamp. So, and it's got, can you guys tell? Yes, you guys can tell that it's got the grid marks on it and everything. So, wow, that one is almost the same size as its mat. I wonder how that happened. Okay. So here we go. Put a little bit of glue on here. This one goes here like so. Okay. And then on the other side. Yeah, me too, Lisa. Easy cleanup. So way to go. I've been scrubbing this table before I put the glass on. I've been scrubbing this table. There's so much remnants of stickum from tape and glue and everything on it, especially because Ezra likes to work on it too, and sometimes I forget to give him a piece of foam to work on under. Okay, let's go the other side and put our sentiment paper in. And I noticed that the other one closed a little tight, so I'm going to leave a little bit extra. Maybe I should try to stamp it here. And the cool thing is that this board came with magnets, so I'm going to try and stamp it here. So I have, for the inside, happy birthday with the chick with the cupcake. Just making sure. Oh, that magnet's going to be in the way. There we go. See how nice that came out? Oh, you guys can't see how nice that came out. Let's see, there, maybe you can now. Okay. All right. So now I will put this on the inside. Glue, put it back in its holder where it belongs. Okay. this side. And instead of putting it right up against, I'm going to put it up edging the center bump, the center crease mark, fold mark. So Ezra's 8th birthday was yesterday, and I went a little nuts. I didn't have time to order from Stampin' Up, but I did go and buy him a bunch of card making supplies. And I found a place online with Star Wars stamps, and he's really into Star Wars, so I bought him 2 different sets of Star Wars stamps. There we go. That works well. Okay, I kind of like the way that looks, and I'll color him later. Oh, but I should go ahead and put this one on here, just so that part's done and I don't forget it. Okay. Wish we could play music. I just found out the other day when I was watching somebody, a demonstrator, online live, that we can't play music because we have to buy the rights to it. So, I mean, I'm sure there's like meditation music or something like that we could use. Okay, next step is to cut that slot, that slit and that slot. So I'm going to try and do a better job of it this time. Straight, straight. Before I angle it. No, I probably should angle it. Okay. Do I need light in here? Okay. So now I'm going to put it over there, and I am going to actually put the marks right here, so it's not too far gone. Okay. Back to my, you know what, maybe I'll do it with the, let's see if I can do it with this. All right, so I want those lines right in the middle there. And I want to get this. Okay, so this is at 4 3/4. And I want to go just to there. All right. Ooh, not bad. About as close to perfect that I'll ever do, because I am definitely not in any way, shape, or form. I do definitely not have the ability to make a perfect cut. All right, let's see how I did this time. So I'm going to fold over my, there it is, fold over my tab. That might be too far over. Yeah, that's okay. There we go. So now I'm going to put it in there. So it goes in only to, I wonder how I did it so well the last time, but it's working. Ta-da, oops. All right, so I'm going to fold the green over so that it hooks. Wow, I did it so well on the other card. Thought there was nothing to it. Okay. There we go. All right, there. Now we need to decorate. Let's decorate this one this time. Okay, so got my little piece of cardstock here and my Memento Tuxedo Black ink, which I think I just re-inked because it's looking pretty good. Stamp him on here. Okay, I'm going to give this a couple seconds to dry before I try to decorate it, and I'm going to put Let's Celebrate You on this. Let's do that in Just Jade. I'm going to put it way up here. Well, I'm going to put it way out here to the edge because of what I've decided I want to do to this. And you know what? I think I would like this to also have a little bit of green around the edge. So I'm just going to run it in a circle around the ink pad. See where I missed. There we go. Oops, down there at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Oh, I just remembered that on the inside I was going to put happy birthday in the bumblebee. That's all right. Okay. So now this is going to go on here. Excuse my tape runner. There we go. Now let me cut this out and then I'll color it. Give it a little bit more time to dry. Oh, let me clean this. Okay. Hiding under there. Line her up. Okay. There we go. All right. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put that there like that and pop it off of there. So I'm going to color it in. The balloon's going to be green. Guess I got to hold it up there. Okay. And our little chick, she's going to have orange feet. This is Calypso Coral, I believe. Yes. Calypso Coral feet, Calypso Coral beak, Calypso Coral comb. Whoops. Okay. Whoops. Hi, Anne. Yes, and the mini die cutting machine is on sale now in the States. I don't know about where you are, Anne, but where we are. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make the head bumblebee. Okay, I think we'll have a little bit of bumblebee on the wings. And on the tail feathers. Okay, maybe coming down a little bit more. All right. And then this is cinnamon cider. And this is going to be the body. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl, you might want to come on Saturday the 12th instead of Sunday the 13th. Sunday the 13th is getting pretty full, and I think you'd be more comfortable on Saturday if you can come. But we can talk about it this weekend anyhow. Okay, so there's our little chick. Oh, one more thing I want to do here. Hang on. Let me find what I need. Right there. I thought of this at the last minute, so I didn't think to grab what I needed. Huh. So much stuff. All right, well, I know where it is, right here. All right, so I've got this shimmery crystal effects, and I want to put this on the balloon to make the balloon a little shiny and a little bit 3D. This one's an old one, and it's kind of not smooth anymore. I just bought a new one for you guys to use when you do the car on the one card next weekend. Not next weekend, but the weekend after next. But we'll see what we can fill in here. This doesn't take very long to dry, but I'm still going to be careful with it. I probably could have waited till I had it on the card to do that, but there we go. Okay. And, all right, let me unfold this. Let's put this, well, it's easier when it's up so I can make sure. I'll put this here. And I think I'm going to put it flat since I'm going to pop the chicken. Let's put it a little higher. Yeah, let's put it down there. Okay. Have to clean that tape up that I got over the edge. Whoops. Oh, that's right. Okay. Now, my little chick. This should be tricky without wrecking that balloon. Get that last one off of there. Oh, get back on there. There we go. Okay, so just like that. I'll have to push that on a little more. Oops, I forgot the little end of the balloon. Although I suppose that doesn't really have to have it on it because that's not the blown up part. It's more up here too. All right. And there we go. There we have our second card. I'm going to try and close this without. Okay. There we go. Ta-da! So I think that'd be cute for a little kid, don't you? Happy birthday, and I'll color that in when this is all dry. Before I send it to somebody, I will color that in. And I think I'll go buy Velcro to close these. I don't like to use Velcro in card making because it comes off when you're opening and closing the card so much. Eventually the Velcro comes off. But if the tab's not going to stick in, you might as well use Velcro. So there's my sample. And here are the two cards we made today. Ta-da! So I'm not sure I like the page, that the paper that I picked out. It almost makes it look like it's ratty, like something's wrong with it. I don't know. I'll look at it and decide. But that's all I've got for you today. Next week, I'll be back with another live, and I should be back. Wait a minute. What's today? Yes, next week I should be back to 7 p.m. again. Which if you can't catch that, you can catch the replay. And again, anyone who catches the replay in the next 24 hours, please make sure that you leave a comment. And in 24 hours from now, I will draw a name for a little present, and I will send it to you or bring it to you, depending on where you are. You're welcome, Lisa. It was fun. I'm glad you guys were here. Hope you can join me more. If you're in the area and you want to join my card club, my card workshops, please let me know. I would love to have more people here. It's so much fun when there's a lot of people here. The next card classes are March 12th, 13th, and 14th, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You pick which day you want to come. All right, everybody. I will see you next week. Oh, wait. Let me just turn and say goodbye. That would be the polite thing. Now you can look at my ceiling. All right. There I am. Hi. All right, so I'm going to finish this now, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.